What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a very happy Valentine's Day. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to try to make this one as quick as I can. Thank you to Chelsea here, always very understanding, but the Eagles want to give us some breaking news here. And look, posted it earlier. Try to whip this up as quick as I could, as I do every single signing, any coach hiring, anybody, reserve future or not. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm going to be making a breakdown for you. So if you're a sicko out there and you enjoy this kind of stuff, appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing down below. But it's sicko season, baby. So all of this stuff, I'm going to keep you up to date. And some days, maybe I'll be at work or something will be going on. Won't be able to always make these right away. But look, going to get you as much information as I possibly can throughout this offseason on all the new players, remaining players, people that leave. I'll let you know about all of it. And last night, I don't know if you saw, but the free agent series has begun, baby. So we started it off with quarterback. We'll go through the offense. I got running back. A lot of it done so far. Pretty excited about that one. We'll talk about receivers, tight ends, offensive line, and then we'll get to the D, the special teams. And oh boy, I'm pumped up about it. So sicko season, baby. 2024. Let's F it go. But I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Appreciate you taking the time here. If you have anything on your mind, I would love to hear from you down below. You're watching this later. Got something on your mind? Let's rock and roll, baby. But let's talk some birds. Julian Okwara here. We have added this edge rusher. And crazy enough, we talk about Hassan Reddick. And, the other day I told you, as I've told you all year, expect stuff like that. When he's coming into a contract year, let him go test the waters, how he's going to see what the value is. His agent's going to see what his value is. And, you go from there. You saw it with Darius Slay last year. We talk about this stuff. I try to keep you prepared with it. But, that edge rusher, obviously, Brandon Graham is a free agent. So we're going to need to add to that room. We talked about adding a few reserve future guys. We'll take a look at the full list. And look, I've got the depth chart, everything you need to know. And we'll talk about how this young man fits. And, you'll see listed as a linebacker and people will think, oh, we got an off-ball guy. Here we go. That's not the case. This is not one of your off-ball linebackers. This is an edge rusher, a tweener, just like Hassan Reddick, Nolan Smith, Joshua, that position that they are playing. This adds to that room. And let's talk about this dude. And, we talk about those lanky guys. And that is, that 240 range. He's 239, 6'4". And this will be his fifth year coming out of Notre Dame. All 4 years he spent with the Lions. He was a third-round draft pick. Only started 4 games for them, though. Didn't pan out like they thought it would. 9 sacks, 16 quarterback hits, 12 tackles for a loss with 54 total tackles, a forced fumble and recovery, 3 passes deflected, and he has himself an interception. So, this guy obviously has the talent taken in the third round. You never know. A change of scenery could definitely help somebody out. And, clearly not working out for him. He had 1 start last year and 2 sacks. So wasn't really on the field much. 4 quarterback hits, 2 tackles for a loss. But look, in a new situation, somebody like this, we talked about these edge rushers that Vic Fangio will be looking for. This is the 4th year in a row that we are running a system that's multiple schemes. You want these kind of guys that can stand up, put their hands in the dirt. And, you're going to hear people, this guy's an off-ball linebacker. Oh, he's too small to be a defensive end. Look, this is literally defensive end / outside linebacker. What I like to label them as ER, edge rusher. That's what this guy's role is. And, man, look, a change of scenery, as I've talked about. We need depth. All about adding this young man because now we have 8 players, and that's not including Brandon Graham because he's a free agent. But let's take a look at the current edge rushers that we do have here. And anyone in green you can see is one of those reserve future contracts being signed right now before free agency. So we've got 4 guys on the roster, 4 reserve future guys. So obviously Sweat and Reddick in contract years, very important to see what happens there. But Nolan Smith was drafted because of that last year, and we knew this was coming. Patrick Johnson, he helps out on special teams. Good death piece there, but you've got Teron Jackson, Terrell Lewis was added, Brandon Smith, and now Okwara. So, look, now you've got some competition. And Some of these guys have played some off-ball linebacker like Brandon Smith and Terrell Lewis and Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick. These guys have some experience dropping back. And it's not that you want them dropping into coverage. I know a lot of people lose their minds there, but a couple times per game, if that, you're going to see that because it's part of disguising this defense. So you need to have guys that are capable of doing that, have that athletic build. And that's what this guy literally is. And we talk about, having those fast dudes, quick pursuit, great. He has good angles. And I think that if you watch him, he could definitely toughen up, get some strength under him. He is that lanky kind of build, but it's perfect for what you're trying to do. So if he can fill out, and really work on his craft, I think that he has shown he's got the athleticism there. So for me, I think, with what you want from these guys, a depth piece here, former 3rd-round pick, a reserve future signing here, guys. He's not going to cost you much. If he sucks, he doesn't make the team. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, all these signings, all these things that are happening, this is for the summer, the 90-man roster. So you're going to have lots of competition. These guys are not just making the team because they got signed. So keep that in mind. But I'm very, very pumped up about, adding somebody with such promise here. So let's take a look now at the full list of reserve future signings, just in case you've missed any of these guys. I will show you here. We've got 12 on offense, 10 on defense now. And, obviously 22 players, and we've got 22 players as free agents. So we've already added, obviously, not the same caliber. You hope you can bring back some of those free agents. Somebody doesn't retire, we could hope. And obviously, we've got some building to do on this team here, especially on the defensive side. But luckily, we've got free agency. We've got the draft. We've got lots of cap space. We can create more cap space. We have draft picks. I've shown you all that stuff already. So get excited here, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a fun offseason, and how he continues to do things like this where, you see Isaiah Rodgers suspended last year. Okwara got let go in the postseason. And, I think this is a great pickup here. Again, if he doesn't pan out, who cares, but it could be a diamond in the rough. So taking a shot on a guy like this who fits perfectly into what Vic Fangio is trying to do. Now, go check out that video on the defense. And I can't wait to make it again after free agency. Then I'll make another one after the draft. We talk about the pieces we've added and how they fit into what we're trying to do. And the same will be said for what we're trying to do. It's just how these players fit, how we feel at a certain position. Like, this is how important, this position is, why it's important, what the role is here. And, I just feel like those shows, I know a lot of you guys enjoy that because there's just a lot of confusion about, who even plays what position. And it's not about labeling like, oh, yeah, this guy's called, because as I explained in those videos, and for years now, 4th year of a multiple scheme defense, it's about, what their role is on the field, where they can, the versatility, where they can be moving from, that Sam linebacker to the will, dependent on the play flipping, dependent on their hand in the dirt, their defensive end, it's a 4-man front. Okay, you got 2 guys standing up with 3 hands in the dirt. Now the 3-4, but really we're running a 5-2, a 4-3 under. Oh, now you're moving from the center to the weak side. Oh, okay, now you got a 4-3 over under. Oh, okay, you're just, so many things go into that. And I try to simplify it in that video, but there's a lot of stuff, and I send you in, the directions where you can find even more information on that stuff if you're looking. But, I just tried to simplify this stuff so you know what this defense is going to look like. So looking at this depth chart here real quick, you can see that, man, wow, you've got everyone in green here is a free agent, but you've got a lot of reserve future guys too that are in gray there. Everyone in white under contract. So you can see Graham, he is the only free agent at edge rusher. But, obviously we need some depth there. We need to have a nice rotation. We didn't do that last year. With Gannon, we did, and we were breaking sack records. So you've got Okwara, you got Jackson, you can see. And then if you go down a little bit to the other edge rusher, you can see Johnson and Smith and the other Smith and Lewis. So got a lot of competition behind Sweat and Reddick, and both, again, in their contract years. And obviously we talked about their money. And I think obviously if you're letting anyone go, trading anyone, you're doing that after June 1st. So you're going to see what happens in free agency, the draft, and signings like this. So just stay patient here. You're going to hear rumors. The media will take anything they can and run with it. I'll try my best to step in front of it. Even when I do, people Like I made a video the other day explaining, like, oh, they're going to say he wants to be traded. He never said that. I mean, I literally explained it, and someone's like, oh, when I then posted that he never said he wanted traded, someone's like, did you say he did? And I'm like, no, I literally didn't. If you just watch the videos, like I can't explain it any better. Everything I post, I will make a video on, but I got to get them ready. I got to create the graphics. I got to do this stuff. And, people, I don't have time to watch it. It's like you got all day to sit here and troll people in the comments, but you don't have the 5 minutes to learn how something works. All right. But, I am going to do my best to continue changing the game and stepping in front of the media and, all the content creators that take that stuff and run with it and get people, the masses just losing their minds. It's unbearable. I'm not going to lie to you. My man Twisted. Let's go, William, in the building. Appreciate you tuning in. Go Birds. And a very happy Valentine to you all. Anton, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. The guy we got, Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis coming out of retirement. No doubt. No, Terrell Lewis. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, you guys can always go check out the playlist on my YouTube. There are breakdowns on every single player we ever sign. All of the reserve future guys that we signed, there's a video on them. So all you got to do, there's playlists. One is the 2024 roster moves. So clearly that'll be any reserve future guys you're looking for. You can find all that information there. If you're looking for money stuff, it's under Show Me the Money. I thought that one was pretty, a good one to send you in the right direction for that. Then there's the coaching stuff. If you're looking for any information on any of the positional coaches, anybody like that, there's videos on all of them. You can go, there's Sicko Season for just the crazy videos where we're talking about all kinds of wild stuff. It's Sicko Season, baby. And there's a new playlist, which only has one video. That's quarterbacks, but it will have running backs, hopefully by tomorrow there. So I'll be breaking everything I can. But if you guys are ever looking for information, you missed a video, a breakdown on somebody, you can go check out there. Everybody gets their own video. If there's two signings at once, then they get a video together. So all that stuff will be in the title. If you don't see them in the graphic, whatever, like I try to put it all there so you guys know what you're looking for. So hopefully you can find that. Ernest, if you don't, you can just comment on this video after. Just remind me. I will send you the link to that video, my man. Shout out to KCC Rover. Yeah, no doubt, man. Horrible world we live in. Yo, appreciate you tuning in, Troy. Hope you're having yourself a great night. And look, man, this team, I think, obviously, ready to rock and roll this offseason. We've talked about it. Let people keep sleeping on this team. Nina, let's go. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. We are here talking about the Birds here as quickly as I possibly can, trying to fit this within the 20 minutes here. So, look, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. All of you out there, if you have any thoughts on this, love to hear from you. But this is a perfect piece, the perfect size. He is an outside linebacker, an edge rusher, a defensive end. He is not a stacked off-ball linebacker. He is not playing where Nakobe Dean, Zach Cunningham, Nicholas Morrow. So don't let any of the media get you twisted there. This is an edge rusher. He plays where Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, and also don't let them, now Reddick's definitely getting traded like this. That does not mean this. You know what I mean? And they'll do whatever they can with this stuff. I love it. But, I'm going to do my best to show you what it actually means. And you saw the depth chart there. And go check out that video. I try to bring this, if you guys are familiar with the show, I always bring this depth chart, anybody added, so you get a feel for what the team looks like. You can see Isaiah Rodgers is added in there, all of the free agents. It tells you, the reserve future guys. Apparently I can't talk. Okay. But here is the offense. You can see some key free agents there. And obviously bunch of reserve future guys. So that's great, but you're still going to need to add to a lot of places. I'm excited to talk about running back and wide receiver. That running back show, I was getting pumped up putting it together. So hope you'll tune in for that. But special teams, maybe we just bring back Braden Mann. I'd be cool with that. But we'll see what we do there. Other than that, Isaiah Rodgers, Covey. I'm excited about this room. We'll still talk about returners this offseason. Don't worry. I'm a true sicko. We'll talk about kickers, punters. I have a special team show, too, for the free agents. Don't worry, man. And the draft as well. I'm a true sicko. And for you sickos out there, I appreciate you guys so far this offseason. It has been a damn good one. And Oh, what are the odds a good old V-Day would be falling on the good old hump day? Appreciate all of you taking the time, though, when you're at work, at home, in the car. Dude, wherever you're at, you guys are truly awesome. Love each and every one of you. Hope you're having yourselves a good one. And look, we've got a lot of talent already here, but just imagine Howie is the best GM in the league. We've talked about the 16 picks we have in the next 2 years, the 20 mil we have with the ability to create up to 40 million more in cap space. Trust me, we're in for a wild off season, but hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. You can always subscribe, but I'm going to get heading out here, going to spend some time with the woman. Guys, yes, you heard me say that at the beginning of the show. Needs work. How's it going? No, that just means when he is signed, which is right now. He's a reserve future signing because technically free agency has not begun. He was waived by his team in the postseason. That's why he's a reserve future signing. But obviously, he was let go because he didn't live up to the third round draft. But you can go listen to everything I said, including all of that stuff you mentioned there at the beginning of the video if you missed it. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Got to get rolling out here. Ernest, I believe it was, my man. If you cannot find that Terrell Lewis video, comment down below on this bad boy, and I will happily send you the link. You can just do it in 10 seconds here just to remind me, and I'll find it for you so you don't have to. But those playlists, man, go check them out. Lots of information there. You're looking for something in particular. You'll get to know every player we signed, every coach we signed, all the money stuff, everything you need to know so far this sick. I've already been going crazy, man. And the running backs will be out soon. Go check out that quarterback show. I see that not many have viewed it yet. Go check it out. Let me know your thoughts on it. But have yourselves a great Valentine's Day. Hope to see you guys soon. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. Have a great Valentine's Day. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!